Hey everybody, and welcome to our first episode of Subnautica for the new schedule. Weirdly enough, I'm not going to be continuing the last playthrough, because the last playthrough glitched out horrifyingly bad. I had things randomly disappearing from my inventory. I had a spawn glitch issue with fragments, so I could get nothing new. That means I would never be able to get a sea moth, never be able to get a cyclops, never be able to get 90% of the shit you need to build a base. Well, more than just a basic base with a couple rooms and a corridor or two. So pretty much the glitch locked me out of a good half of the gameplay. So I figured I'd just, you know, make the new season a new beginning. Thankfully, we weren't very far in the last one, so we were only 2 episodes in, really, and, yeah. Anyways. So there are going to be some points in time where I'm going to just go around on my own and gather stuff when I'm not on camera. If I do that, I'll let you guys know. But let's watch this cinematic again, because it's just absolutely beautiful. And like my last the last time I had to start a new playthrough, I'm definitely gonna make the first episode. I'm gonna put the end of the first episode when the Aurora explodes. So no real timer on this. The Aurora usually explodes within 30 minutes. At least I'm fairly certain it's 30 minutes. Anyways, here we go. Right away here, I'm actually gonna switch something out with the controller. There we go. And yeah, it makes it a little easier for me to actually be able to do shit with the left trigger as my left hand button, as opposed to, you know, great job not dying, as opposed to having it as the A button. And I'm not as fast on the A button as I am on the trigger.
Display currently available construction blueprints and holds other valuable information. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with it.
I'm gonna need titanium, crash powder, and titanium, crash powder, and yeah, these little things, by the way, these are fragments right here. These things were not fucking spawning at all in my world. You couldn't find any in pretty much anywhere, really. Let's see if we can find a crash, shall we? Yes, I know. Crashes are in caves. That's not what I needed. I'm partially also looking for, not just for crash powder, but I'm gonna be looking for, God, what is it called? Salt as well.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
As, I'm gonna try and make a welder here. Pretty quick right off the bat.
Attention. Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core due to damage sustained during collision. Continuing to monitor.
Yeah, you go ahead and continue to monitor that. Anyways. But yeah. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Oh, nope. I somehow survived that.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, I won't survive that. Whew. Let's go right back down and try to grab the rest of that crash powder down there. And yeah, you know, the crashes are a bitch to scan, by the way. There is a way to scan the crash and the crash home at the same time. But you have to get them to the point where they just open, but they haven't quite, haven't quite dislodged themselves yet, which is kind of hard to do. Need 2 more salt deposits. Crash powder. So let's go get salty, shall we? Oh, I'm gonna need this too. Oh, come on, you cunt. Fucking getting stuck on mushrooms again. Salt! Precious salt. You know, I'm in the ocean. You would think it wouldn't be this hard to find salt. There we go. Now I've got all that I need to make, the welder. Which, you know, isn't really a requirement at this point. But, it's not really the first thing you're supposed to make. But it makes things a little easier when your craft isn't, you know, fucking floating away on you. And weirdly enough, I've heard people say, no, it doesn't actually float away. Yeah, it fucking does. It is weird as all shit, but it actually floats away. Whoa. Got dark really fast. Woohoo. It is nighttime. Now see what I mean, by the way? That got a little further away from this, oh shit, fuck. It got a little further away from that, kelp forest.
New creature discovered.
Hi, Peeper.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So where, oh where? There's one! There's two! Oh, come on. Oh, bitches.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may cause a quantum detonation. Calculating risk assessment. Death by malnourishment, 7%. By physical injury, 11%. By exposure to radioactive crash site materials, 19%. If the drive
Come to daddy.
core is breached,
God damn you.
probability of death increases to 65%. Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Little air sac bastards. I am going to make... It's actually a interesting thought, and I'm fairly certain that you can't, but it would be interesting if you could get into the Aurora before it explodes. But, I think another YouTuber actually figured that one out. You can't get into it because the radiation levels on it are fucking skyrocketed over there. Ah. Let's make a dive tank, shall we? I think all I need is, a bit of glass and some titanium. Huh. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a bitch. Oh, I thought finding any form of metal in the dark was gonna be a bitch. Hello, Mr. Face. And catching peepers is a little pain in the ass, by the way, too. They're somehow easier to catch for me in the dark. That's probably because I can, you know, zone in on their fucking gigantic ass glowing eye. Cool. And now I have a dive tank for 75 seconds worth of oxygen. And hell yeah. Come to daddy. Oh. And peepers might get slower at night too because, well, they're just a gigantic fucking eye. And it is kind of hard to see at night. Okay, so 4 things of silicone rubber. Should be enough to make... First things first. I can make the survival knife right now. And I can make the fins right now.
Warning, local radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%. Advise observing a 1-kilometer safety range.
You know, it would actually be kind of fun to get killed in the blast, but let's not. I am out here looking for salt, by the way, so... Ooh, salt! More salt. More salt. In case y'all don't know, first off, why the fuck am I saying y'all so much? But seriously, if y'all don't know, it's good to keep some salt on hand. Not just for making bleach to make purified water, but for curing fish, weirdly enough. And no, don't be a smartass, they're not diseased. It's actually a very specific way of cooking fish that preserves them. Cured air sac, by the way, absolutely sucks for food. But you cure an air sac and, or an air sac, you cure a fish, and they essentially last forever. The downside is they kind of dehydrate the shit out of you. I'm gonna stick close to the Aurora. Actually, what do I need for a scanner? Titanium and a battery. Let's see if we can grab some more copper. That wasn't copper. Let's not swim towards the Aurora. At least not at this point.
Emergency. Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8.
This will be the end of our
5,
episode here.
3, 2.
Picked up a signal, nutrient block, filtered water. What the hell? Did I just get bombarded by shit from the Aurora? I just got bombarded by shit from the Aurora. Weird. But yeah. So, I guess that's gonna be it for now. But, oh, the signal is a heat signature, signal, by the way. So, this will be the end of our, current episode. If you like the gameplay, give us a thumbs up or a like or whatever the hell you want to call it. If you want to keep up with the channel or with this particular series, hit subscribe. Seriously, I just pictured there my character holding out his hand, catching a slightly smoking block of food and drink. Which is, oh good lord. I thank my mate for that mental image. Thank you. Anyways, for now, this is Kitthesoulless signing off. Later, everybody.